People pleaser inside of you was born from fear. It was born from conditioning. It was born from you shrinking yourself, needing to make yourself smaller so that you will feel loved in the presence of those who could not stomach you being big, who could not stomach you being in your fullness. Your people-pleasing tendencies were developed as a defense mechanism. They were developed to get you to feel loved by people who could not understand your wholeness, by people who would not be able to love you for who you are. So people-pleasing is not niceness, it's not kindness, it's not kindness to yourself, it's not kindness to others. What it is fear. It's a fear response, it's a trauma response. It is you telling yourself every single time you give off that signal of people-pleasing, of needing to shrink yourself. It is you telling yourself that I will not be loved for who I am. I will not be loved in my wholeness. I will not be loved in my largeness, for all of my sides, positive and negative and comfortable and uncomfortable. So what you do is you shrink your identity to fit in to the expectations of the people around you, so that you can feel loved by the people around you, family, friends, whoever. And just because they do not understand unconditional love, they do not know what it is to love somebody in their wholeness, in their authenticity, in their good days and bad days, in their pretty and ugly. Because they don't know this, you shrink yourself in order to fit their standards of what is good, in order to fit their standards of what is acceptable, of what is right, of what is correct. Because you feel as though you will not be loved for who you are. So each time you practice this modality of shrinking yourself, of making yourself smaller, of masking, you put aside the one thing that actually makes you you. You put aside the one thing that actually can make you loved, which is your authenticity, which is your wholeness, which is you on your good days and on your bad days, in your pretty and in your ugly. You say, I will never be enough. And so you shrink, and you pretend, and you act, just to buy someone else's love for a while, just to be received, just to be digestible. Society has taught us to be digestible. But we are human beings, we are supernovas. We are not digestible. And to be digestible is to go against our nature. It's to go against who we are. It's to put together all the parts of us that are societally acceptable and to discard the rest. And the rest is why you feel like you don't know who you are. The rest is why you feel like you're stuck. The rest is why you feel like you have no identity. Because your identity has been contained within this paradigm of needing to please everybody else around you. Needing to be what they need you to be. And that will never get you anywhere. It'll never get you anywhere in friendship or love or real connections or real relationships. It'll foster connections based off of a fake premise of pretend. Connections fostered based off of a fake premise of acting, of performance. So tell me, how can you ever be yourself in the world if your basic identity is built off of performance, is built off of performing, is built off of conforming? You're never going to be able to find yourself, much less be yourself out into the world. So whoever makes you feel smaller, whoever makes you feel like you have to shrink, whoever makes you feel like you have to say yes when you want to say no, understand that it has been your practice. It has been your practice. And so you are free to stop practicing the performance. You are free to stop practicing the masking. You are free to remove yourself from people and situations that make you feel like you have to be on all the time. And instead, you can discover who you are. For all your wholeness, for all your good and bad sides. Someone who's disagreeable, someone who has their own opinion, someone who does what they love and what they want, someone who believes in themselves, is a threat to society. These people are rebels, renegades. Society tells these women to put some clothes on. Society tells these men to stop being so loud. Stop taking up so much room. People can take up room. Everybody can take up room. And especially for women, society tells women so much of how they should be, how they should act, what they should wear, what they should say. Forgetting that women are people too. And women are the ones that struggle with masking and people pleasing the most. Because they're women after all. They're emotional. They're not to be taken seriously. They don't have ideas. They don't have opinions. They don't have thoughts that are valid. They don't have constructive ideas or constructive pieces of information that they can give to the world. They don't have a say. They don't have a legacy. Right? Red pill internet societies tell the public to treat women like children, when in reality, we're all children. And as we move into adulthood, we have the need, we have the authority, we have the responsibility to claim our identity for ourselves and to stop being children mentally and to live like a child in the most free sense of the term, to be innocent-minded, but to move through the world knowing who you are. There's nobody that can get you to reclaim your identity except for you. Nobody can come and tell you who you are. That is up to you to discover and to shine out into the world. So the next time you think that shrinking yourself or making yourself smaller for someone else's comfort will get you real love or will get you real acceptance, understand that you are playing into a paradigm of pretend. Understand that you shrinking yourself to conform to their ideals of what's correct stops your growth and it stops theirs too. And there's no progression in this life without personal growth. Death comes upon the person who decides that they are done innovating, that they are done being, and that they are done expressing themselves for their truth out into the world. Death comes upon the people that shrink themselves and make themselves smaller for acceptance, for societal acceptance, for familial acceptance. And my love, you are alive. You are not dead yet. You are alive. So act like it.